Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into thought-provoking topics that spark conversation and promote awareness. Today, we are diving deep into a subject that demands our attention. Why do victims stay in abusive relationships? It's a complex issue that often baffles those who have never experienced it firsthand. So let's explore this with an empathetic yet assertive tone, encouraging understanding and sympathy. 1. Establishing the problem. So here's the tough truth. Why do victims of abuse stay? It's easy to judge from the outside, but it's essential to grasp the psychological intricacies involved. Victims can develop a complex web of emotions and reasons that keep them trapped. First and foremost, let's address the common misconception that victims stay because they enjoy the abuse. This is far from the truth. In abusive relationships, the victim's sense of self-worth is systematically shattered. They are convinced they deserve the abuse and are unworthy of love or respect. Additionally, fear plays a tremendous role in this dynamic. Abusers often manipulate their victims to believe that leaving will lead to severe consequences, such as physical harm or harming loved ones. This fear immobilizes them, leaving them feeling trapped. 2. Psychological factors. Moving forward, let's explore the psychological factors that contribute to victims staying in abusive relationships. One key factor is known as the trauma bond. Over time, the abuse creates a twisted emotional connection where the victim feels attached to their abuser, believing that nobody else will ever truly understand them. Another psychological aspect involves cognitive dissonance, a state in which a person holds contradictory beliefs and values simultaneously. In abusive relationships, the victim may genuinely love their partner despite enduring horrific treatment. This internal conflict further hampers their ability to leave the abusive situation. 3. Societal and practical constraints. It's important to acknowledge that societal and practical constraints can also impact a victim's decision to stay. Financial dependency is one significant factor. Abusers often control the victim's money, leaving them without the resources necessary to break free. Without stable finances, it becomes nearly impossible to escape the cycle of abuse. 4. Societal pressures add yet another layer. Victims may struggle with feelings of shame, embarrassment, or fear of judgment from their friends, family, and the community. The fear of being blamed or not being taken seriously, even by those closest to them, can discourage victims from seeking help. 5. Breaking the silence. It's time to discuss how we, as a society, can support victims and help them find the strength to break free. One critical step is to foster a culture of empathy and understanding. By educating ourselves on the intricacies of abuse, we can avoid making judgmental or dismissive statements that further isolate victims. 6. Encouraging open conversation about abuse is vital. We must let victims know that they are not alone and that we're here to support them without judgment. By breaking the silence surrounding abuse, we eliminate the stigma, creating an environment where victims feel safe to seek help. 7. Resource and support networks. Building robust resource and support networks is essential. Government organizations, nonprofits, and local communities must work together to provide victims with safe shelters, counseling, legal aid, and financial support. These services help victims gain independence and the necessary resources to leave abusive relationships. It's also indispensable for friends and family members to educate themselves on how to help victims effectively. Knowing how to recognize signs of abuse and offering unwavering support can make all the difference in empowering victims. We've touched upon a deeply intricate and heart-wrenching topic today: why victims stay in abusive relationships. With empathy, understanding, and action, we can collectively work towards breaking the cycle of abuse and supporting those who need it most. Remember, we all deserve to be in a loving, respectful relationship. Thank you for joining us for this courageous discussion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed about our future content. Until next time, be kind, be compassionate, and let's continue making the world a better place. End of video.